Obviously, this amazing campaign and everything that you guys are working on, I'm just happy to start discussing it. I just saw the teaser for the Merry Mischief, and I just want to start there. Just amazing. You have you have Donna Kelce doing the narration. Just how did that all come about? I'm just so curious.
Yeah, this really began a couple of years ago, and this year is our kind of new iteration of it. We have this idea of wanting to take over that Christmas season and holiday as it pertains to the Chiefs. We've been very fortunate to have gotten to play on Christmas or Christmas Eve and Christmas Day over the last few years. We get that opportunity again this year on Christmas night, which is a very magical time. And so there's so many parts of the holidays that feel very much aligned to the Chiefs and the traditions that we believe in: family, friends, fun, the celebration. We have a coach that kind of feels like a bit like Santa Claus in that fatherly way. We wanted to create something that we could connect with fans in a variety of different ways, which is where Kingdom Christmas comes from. We have an event, we have a campaign. We obviously launched the trailer yesterday, called Merry Mischief. And we felt like this version of the story, this chapter of that Christmas book, if you want to say, could be really special. And we thought, what better way to do it than have a new friend, with Elf on the Shelf and Kelce on the Shelfie join us. I don't think there's much more Christmas feeling than, especially for kids and families, than Chiefs and Elf on the Shelf.
Definitely, and just looking at the trailer or teaser, I should say, it's funny that just seeing the claymation and kind of that throwback feel for a lot of people that have grown up on Christmas traditions and watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, things of that nature. And I'm just curious, how did the players react to the claymation version of themselves?
Yes, we felt, when the team was creating how we wanted this story to come to life, we were so inspired by the nostalgia of the best Christmas movies, as you mentioned, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, in some ways Charlie Brown's Christmas, right? All of these really iconic nostalgic characters that are also very modern still. I have young children, and my young children are watching some of the same movies that I grew up watching. And so we felt like claymation was a um, really beautiful and unique way to bring this story to life. And given that this was the second kind of chapter in our story, last year we saw the guys react in a really, I think many of them are kids at heart. And so I think they certainly had the same, I'm sure, feeling like hopefully you did, and lots of other Chiefs fans and fans around the world.
No, it's definitely it's creative, and obviously you got so many different events and activations within this time period. I do want to speak to a couple of them. Uh,
Great.
the Kingdom Scout Elf Contest. Just what exactly is going to go into that?
Yeah, yesterday with the teaser being launched, what we wanted to do was find a way to extend the experience to families and Chiefs fans around the world. So this idea is that fans can now submit their ways that they are going to basically create their elf on the shelf to become and show up as a Chiefs fan. So we always joke that I think that what we were saying was Elf on the Shelf as the world's biggest, well, smallest Chiefs fan through fun scenes, clever signs, and unexpected hijinks. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen it kind of fills social media right now, all the different ways that the parents are creating some fun for their kids through Elf on the Shelf. And so one of the things that we were so impressed with Luma Stella, which is the company behind Elf on the Shelf, when we got on the phone with them a few months ago, we were the first team that I think had reached out to them and wanted to do something. And what we were so impressed, one, on just the world they've created, but two, what we were really impressed by on the concept was every elf on the shelf is part of a family. And so whatever the family is a fan of, the elf would become a fan of too. And we felt like that was such a perfect mirror of how we see fandom. Oftentimes, fandom is generational, and so it would make perfect sense that the elf at my house is a Chiefs fan, like so many others. And so fans can now submit to the contest with a chance to win all sorts of fun prizes through the month of December to bring joy to those that share how they had fun with their kind of mischievous elves at home.
That's definitely amazing. And there's also a mascot meetup with the Elf
Yes.
on game day. How about that one?
Yeah, so Casey Wolf, our mascot with the Chiefs, will meet up with a life-size version of Elf on the Shelf. Again, to bring joy to fans in person. If you've ever come to a Chiefs game or interacted with Casey Wolf, you'll find that fans that are 9 months old and 99 years old love taking pictures with Casey Wolf. And so what better way to bring kind of the two life-size characters together than at our game?
Definitely, everybody's going to look forward to that. And also, you work with the Salvation Army, a community Christmas miracle. What's that part about?
Yeah, so Salvation Army obviously is an amazing kind of provider to the community throughout the year, but certainly around Christmas, they're also an amazing partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. And so our hope is that, in the season of giving, that will be important to give back to the local Kansas City community. And so there will be a special family that will receive a Chiefs Elf on the Shelf box set. And that there might be a very special surprise and a miracle that comes to them on Christmas morning.
Nice. That's definitely some to look forward to. And also, the Kingdom's Greetings pop up in Kids Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, as I said in the beginning, from a Chiefs perspective, our desire is to be part of all of the Christmas moments throughout the entire month for local Kansas Cityans as well as Chiefs fans all around the country. So obviously content in our social channel and these kind of user-generated fan experiences are one way to reach a national audience, and then to deliver fans a unique experience here during December. We have two other events throughout the month. So Kingdom's Greeting is a Christmas pop-up bar that happens at GHA Field at Arrowhead, which is just a really, people oftentimes get to come to the stadium on the game day, but to get to come to the stadium, on a Thursday night when a game is not being played and to experience a fully immersive Christmas pop-up bar, it's a really unique experience. And I think we feel like it reaches an even wider audience than just a game. And then our Winter Wonderland is a youth focus event where, again, we're welcoming families who may not come to the game, who may not be able to come to one of the other experiences, as a way to give a really kid-focused, fun event right after the holidays. And again, further extending our point and our desire to be deeply ingrained during the holiday and Christmas season when you think about the Chiefs.
Oh, definitely. It's obviously events that everyone's looking forward to. And then you have the big game itself on Christmas night against the
Yes.
Broncos. I'm always just curious in regards to like everything you guys do in terms of marketing and promoting everything coming up to it. When you have the actual game itself, which is the main attraction,
Yep.
all the time, how are you able to, not only get the kids involved, but get the legacy audience involved and kind of keep it to a point where it's like you're not leaning one way or the other?
I think we really try to think through what is true for us as the brand and the Chiefs organization, but then how do we get to know our audiences and fans better? So we're very fortunate to get to play amazing games every season. We're very fortunate that we're getting to play on Christmas night again, and what will be a huge game, I am sure. But we also know that so many of our fans want to interact with us in more ways and more often, right? And so I always say I wish we could, stack hundreds of stadiums on top of each other to allow for more fans to come. But our way of really interacting is to find more ways for the Chiefs brand to come to life. So whether that's Kingdom's Greetings, whether that is Winter Wonderland, whether that is Merry Mischief as a content series, it's really always staying true to who we are, which is Chiefs is family, football, and faith, right? All those pieces come together. So if we can find ways to bring that to life in different activations, different campaigns, I think we've hopefully done our job really well.
Definitely. And then, obviously one of the biggest things that I've seen with the Chiefs, especially over the last couple of years, the international growth and how there are so many fans around the world that know about the Chiefs, know about the players, know about everything that's going on. They had the game in Germany, I believe, 2 years ago,
Yeah. Yep.
game in Brazil this year. How has it been on your end in terms of the marketing, knowing that it's different countries and just so much attention to the Chiefs?
It has been such an amazing journey to watch our fans continue to grow in countries like Germany, like Brazil, like Spain, the UK. Watching fans that maybe went from knowing about American football and maybe knowing a bit about, some of the teams to now, oftentimes, especially in Europe, staying up till 2 and 3 in the morning with the 7 hour time change to watch the game, but then also following us on social media and wanting to interact. We're running this campaign globally in all the countries that we have marketing and commercial rights in. And so just watching our team evolve creatively on finding ways to interact with those international fans, knowing that how they became a fan or how deep their fandom may look different country to country. But there is something that's pretty inherent in all of it, is that they want to feel part of Chiefs Kingdom. So it's our job and responsibility on the marketing team to reach fans where they are and hopefully give them an amazing experience with the Chiefs.
Okay. And lastly, Laura, I have to ask, obviously, we got the teaser for Merry Mischief. What can is there anything else that you can kind of keep in, or, that you can let things know?
No, well, there is I think that the teaser obviously gave our Donna Kelce away in terms of her voice, which, we couldn't think of anyone better, to be honest, to get to voice over a Christmas story. But there will be some fun other pieces that come from the back half of the story that is launched closer to Christmas, and then certainly some other fun surprises along the way, as the campaign's called Merry Mischief, and you can't spell mischief without the Chiefs.
I like that. Laura, thank you so much for your time. We're
I
looking
appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you.